Yeah, it's the rap Diablo. Macho when I drop flows. Bar gets raised up. It's me and Petey Pablo.
Boom. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode of Sports and Spoilers. Episode 5 to be exact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You already know how it goes. Uh, I hope everyone's having a marvelous day today or a marvelous night, depending on when you're listening to this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I can't remember exactly what we discussed last time, but I don't think that's relevant. We're on to new things right now, bigger and better things. We're on to Captain Marvel. Yes, the date of today is March 10th, okay? Which means that it is the opening weekend of Captain Marvel's release in theaters. When it comes to Marvel movies, I go see them all with my family, right? We're all big Marvel buffs, and we go to see every Marvel movie opening weekend, no exceptions. It's not going to be like Friday night or, that Thursday night, like opening night type shit. It ain't like that, but it's opening weekend every time, and this is not going to change. Every now and then there's someone in the family like, do we have to really go see it opening weekend? The answer is yes. My answer is always yes, quickly, unequivocally. There's no room to maneuver around this. We're going to the movies and we're going to see the Marvel movie opening weekend. If you make the decision that you do not want to go opening weekend, that's completely up to you. I will leave your ass. And I'm going. Okay? So, just understand that this is also a personal thing for me. I am the driving force for the Familia going opening weekend every time. And I will continue to do so. And next month we have Avengers Endgame opening weekend. We'll be there, ready, prepared. You already know he's making an appearance. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. I take him to work with me too. Got a new job. You know what I'm saying? Been there a couple weeks now. He comes with me like every day. I need my coffee. I don't even start work. I ain't been starting work till 1. I'm done with training now and be starting at 2. I will have this coffee cup. It will be full. Fresh cup. Don't talk to me until after I'm about halfway through this, alright? Then we can talk. Anyway, I digress. Captain Marvel. How did I feel about Captain Marvel? I fucking loved Captain Marvel, okay? Now, did I love it the same amount as I did like Infinity War? No. Did I love it as much as I did Civil War? No. No. But did I love it like a lot? Yes. See, the Marvel movies, if there's like a barometer, right, a real scale for how to measure these things, right? And we're saying like this is the scale, okay? So this is bad. Around here is like, that's halfway. That's good, right? That's alright. And up here, of course, is going to be amazing. Like pretty much all Marvel movies for me are like up here. Okay, they're in the top portion. Okay, like every single one. I'll do a ranking eventually. Probably after Endgame, I'll do a ranking of all my favorite Marvel movies, or just all the Marvel movies, period. When Infinity War came out, I went back and watched every single Marvel movie in order up to that point before I went to go see Infinity War. Same thing when I think when Age of Ultron came out. Before I went to go watch that, I went back and watched every movie. like up till that point because I love Marvel. And you might say, bruh, you love Marvel too much. Get a life. I do have a life. Well, I have a job. I have a job. You know what I'm saying? Get a girlfriend. Look, does she love Marvel like I do? At least close a little bit. All right, we might be able to work around that. Look, whatever. Marvel is going to go down in history as one of the greatest franchises in movie. Like what they did, how they did everything, stringing everything together like they did. I mean, I've discussed this before. It's magnificent. You even brought in some things with the TV show Agents of Shield. You know what I'm saying? References in the shows. I watch the shows. You already know. I love it. Marvel. Yes, but when I think about Captain Marvel, I don't compare it to Civil War. You know, I don't compare it to Thor Ragnarok. It's her origin movie. It's her first movie. I'll compare it to the first Captain America, the first Avenger, the first Iron Man. You know, I compare it to Doctor Strange, Black Panther, the first Thor, Black Panther, Doctor Strange. They were already Marvel was like in their bag already. You know what I'm saying? They had already made a bunch of these Marvel movies, and they knew what was working. And those origin movies were like super dope, and this one was super dope. I put this over the first Captain America movie. I put this over the first Thor movie, um, the first Iron Man movie. What I put it over? It's so hard to beat out Tony Stark, man. It's so hard to beat out Tony Stark, but I might. It'll take a lot more thought, but I might. I haven't done my ranking yet. I haven't sat down, really put pen to paper or typed it out. Whatever I'm gonna do, notes on my phone, whatever. I haven't really done that yet, but I will. But I will, and that will be a fun episode to do. I can't wait for that. Obviously, you look for that to be like at the end of next month, or the beginning of the following month. It will be around there because Endgame comes out at the end of the month, and then I'll need to do one just on Endgame itself first before I do one just talking about everything up to that point. Um, Her powers, the CGI in the movie was fantastic, right? All the special effects were great. They were tremendous, really. Some of the best that we've seen in the Marvel movies. Like, and I have a thing that when I get really excited about something, right? Whether it be music, right? The whether it be music or great acting or like just great effects that I'm really into something, I get chills. I maybe be the only one. I'm totally fine with that. I'm probably not because usually you're never the only one, but I do get that. You know what I'm saying? So some of those parts when she's like glowing, when she really started to go in and harness her powers and escape from the intelligence. So she broke out of that and started whooping everybody's ass. She starts glowing. Like, it looked so amazing. It looked so dope. I was getting the chills all throughout that part. That it was crazy. Um, and Brie Larson is just phenomenal. I didn't know what to expect because I haven't seen a ton of Brie Larson movies, but she is perfect. Her character, her personality is perfect. I love her as Captain Marvel. I love her in character in general. I think she's going to be a great addition to the Avengers dynamic. Just Hearing her go, if she can, we can get some opportunities to hear her go back and forth with Tony Stark. The potential for those exchanges is pretty great. Um, just like I love his exchanges with pretty much anybody who wants to go back and forth with him. There's quite a few of them, whether it's Black Widow, Captain America. They like to get a little angry with it, but it's still pretty funny. That's going to be a great dynamic. I can't wait for it. Although that we are in the end game, so I'm not quite sure how much lightheartedness will be taking place in some of these scenes. I'm sure they'll still work some in. We'll see exactly how that goes. But I think they picked a great person to be Captain Marvel. It was a great idea, and the movie. Uh, if This is obviously for people who've seen the movie. Okay, I did say that at the beginning of the video. I'll put it in the title, spoilers, whatever the hell, because that's what we do. Sports and spoilers. I watch it. I talk about it. You've seen it. You come here. You listen. We talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You comment. I'll reply. You hit me up. You already know. So we could talk about these things, man. These things that we love that are near and dear. That's spoiler alert. Shut up. Shut up. Get out. This is for the spoilers. You know what I'm saying? But so in the beginning of the movie, you know, I thought that there was enough to just keep us going. I always loved the beginning mission, the opening fight scene, something like that. She had the mentor, the black actor who always has the colored facial hair. And he was also in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's always on the losing side, and everything that I see him in, the losing squad, right? So, and my brother said this too. He recognizes that as well. He's like, as soon as he saw that Captain Marvel was on the same team with that guy, she was like, "Oh, that team is dirty." You know what I'm saying? That's what he was thinking. That team is dirty, and of course, that ended up being the case. And you're on the losing side. I'm also glad about the ending, okay, because I appreciate her honing that ability like that quickly. It doesn't always have to be some goddamn slow draw of them learning their powers. Hey, she figured out how to fly and glow and break out. She figured out how to, she's starting the engine on the ship at the end to send dude off into space, right? Like just using her powers to do it. I'm fine with that. I'm so fine with that. Not every superhero has to be the same where it takes forever for them to figure out how to use their abilities. Some people are just naturals, in life. Sometimes people are just naturals, so why can't that be the same for superheroes? Who says it can't? Exactly. So I do appreciate that as well. There's just a few things that they did in the movie that I was a fan of. Um, Another thing that I thought was interesting was the machine that they were using on Captain Marvel, on Carol, to, probe her memories. If you've watched Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they had a machine that they were using to try to access Phil Coulson's memories. But there is a difference in the execution, and that's in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, they were talking to Coulson, and they needed him to tell them what he was seeing, as opposed to being able to see it themselves and navigate it, pull you back in. So it feels like in S.H.I.E.L.D. that technology may have been based off of that other technology, but them being on Earth and not having the same resources as, the superior and advanced technologically sound alien race. They don't have the pieces, the devices to replicate it exactly. So they made their own version. You know what I'm saying? They kind of jerry rigged it or whatever, for lack of a better term. But I found that extremely fascinating that they put that in there. Everybody looking all young, Fury, Coulson, even Ronan. Ronan looked younger. He didn't even have the black marks on his face. I'm curious about that. I wonder what that means. Like if that's something you get as like you get older or you like advance in rank, like, or is that just something he started rocking when he got older? Like it was stylish, and that's his shit. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know the details of the paint on the face like he was wearing in Guardians of the Galaxy, but he didn't have that early on, apparently, and as Captain Marvel showed. Uh, the pager thing, the you can't be trusted with your device. Like that, I'll always love the little funny things they put in these movies, right? Sometimes it's real subtle, and I didn't think about that, right? Because at the end of Infinity Wars, the pager is what he uses to contact her. And Captain Marvel, during the movie, he's using a pager to communicate with his base and his superiors. He uses it at the wrong time, of course, trying to call for backup. The bad guys come instead. She takes it from him like you can't be trusted with this, and then at the end gives it back to him, an updated version, and then that's what he uses to, what I'm saying? Like, it's funny when it happens in the beginning, but then it ends up also tying in to something else. And they just do little slick stuff like that that I think is really creative. And I could be taking a simplistic view of it, but I enjoy it. I enjoyed it. That's all that matters to me. That's all that matters to me. I hope a lot of y'all enjoy it too, and that's why we're here talking about it, chopping it up. But yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give that movie an 8.5 or a 9. Yeah, I'll probably give it about an 8.5 or a 9. But like I said, to me, all the Marvel movies on that range, on that scale, they're all in the top tier. Every single one of them. When I do that ranking, I feel like I could probably give you my least enjoyable movie to me, the least enjoyable Marvel movie to me, and least rewatchability factor might be that Captain America: First Avenger, which is crazy though because Winter Soldier and Civil War are at the top. They're some of the best. And I wonder when I do the ranking, should I do it in tiers or should I do them all? Just an all-encompassing list of all the Marvel movies because there's multiple ways I could attack that. I could do it from like the first half of the movies to the second versus the second half of the movies. Because we're about to be on our fourth Avengers movie. So, I could split them up based on that, or I could split them up by like ranking the Avengers movies and then ranking the series. You know what I'm saying? Whose series of movies were better. The Avengers series, the Thor series, Iron Man series, the Captain America series. Or I can just do them with the movies in that way as well. Still separating Avengers because the Avengers movies kind of feel like cheating sometimes. And they're so goddamn everything is so well done, but it does feel like kind of cheating when you throw them into the mix. Those Avengers movies, those are the ones that obviously build the highest expectation, and they seem to keep living up to it. Some people weren't as big of fans of the Age of Ultron movie, but I'm a huge Blacklist fan, and that ties into it. So I'm a huge Raymond Reddington fan, and the actor who plays Raymond Reddington, James Spader, the one who did the voice for Ultron, that's my guy. That's my guy. So there's a little extra something in there for me to enjoy the movie that maybe some others did not have. But I'm glad that I have it. One of the benefits of watching so many TV shows, when you start to see characters you like from one place go somewhere else, and you want them to succeed, and you have a good feeling about them already. Things like that matter. You know, that preconception going into a movie, that preconceived notion, depending on whatever factors or variables. They're shooting it in this area, you have a connection there. This cast, this character in particular, you really have a fondness for, so you're already going into it with a positive outlook. You know, those things can definitely affect, how you feel about a movie. So, yes, you can still be surprised or disappointed in either direction, but still, those things do play a factor. At least I believe, in my humble opinion. But that's just me. Now, I want to know what you guys thought of Captain Marvel. Did you enjoy it as much as I did? Be honest. This isn't about any women's empowerment, anything, okay? I know some people think that, this is just about that. Get over that. Get over yourself, okay? Let Captain Marvel shine. It was a great movie, and if women want to feel empowered by it, let them. It's not hurting anyone, okay? Did you enjoy the movie? I thought it was dope as hell. Let me know what you thought, okay? And hit me up. You know where to find me. Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Sports and Spoilers. I appreciate you coming by and hanging with your boy.
It's
Holla.
the
See you
rap
next time.
Diablo. Macho when I drop flows. The bar gets raised up. It's me and Petey Pablo.
Oh, you motherfucker, you.